Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Wednesdays with Wendy, where we make small business ownership less stressful, one step at a time. Are you worried about owing taxes because of your self-employment income? I know a lot of people are. I have a quick way to find out how this year is looking in regards to taxes so that next April you're not upset with the results of your tax return. But first, before we get to that, my name is Wendy Kane. I'm the owner of Kane Accounting and Financial Coaching. I do bookkeeping and payroll for independent contractors and small businesses so that you can have peace at tax time and throughout the rest of the year. Okay, this is our shortened edition, summer edition of these things. We're just going to be here for a couple of minutes this week. Taxes. No one likes to pay them. People certainly don't like to owe them. So when you get your tax return back in April and you owe taxes, that sends a lot of people into a tailspin. That is not the result they're looking for. They want to get a refund, possibly, or at least not owe or get a small refund so that you don't send too much money to the government too soon. All right. How can you tell? Wouldn't it be nice if there was a way, mid-year to kind of do your tax return to where you could get an idea of, okay, this is where I am now, and then still have time to make changes before the end of the year? There is a way. You need to Google IRS Withholding Estimator. I'll put a link in the comments too. But Google that, and the IRS direct on their website has an estimator, an app, I guess you call it. I don't know what you call that, a web page. And what it is, it's essentially a tax prep program. Now, you can't do your taxes on it, but you can put in your income. You can put in your self-employment income. You can put in, if you have a spouse, their W-2 income. If you have a W-2 job in addition to your self-employment income, you put in your income. You tell it how many dependents you have, any other deductions you are expecting. You can enter everything you already know that's going to be in effect for next year when you do your taxes for this year. And then the program will tell you whether you're on track to get a refund next year. Like, yes, you've paid in enough. In fact, you've paid in more than you should, and you're going to get some money back. Or if you're on track to owe money, and you should probably ramp up either your estimated payments or your withholdings for the year. This is a wonderful program. It's essentially what tax pros have in their office, since everyone uses software now. You can go in mid-year and kind of start a tax return, and just you estimate it. That's where the estimator comes in. Okay, I've had this much income so far. I've had this much withheld. I'm going to have these deductions. So based on what things look like right now, am I going to owe taxes or am I getting money back? And so you can now do that for free on the IRS website. It's a wonderful tool. I've used it myself plenty of times. You just need to gather up your information. And again, it doesn't have to be to the penny, and it's not going to be because you don't have a W-2 yet. You won't get that till January. So it won't be, you can't get to the penny, but you can get close. Pull up your pay stubs if you've got a W-2 job, pull up your income statement if you're a self-employed person. Um, figure out how much you've paid in estimated taxes for the year. You can put that amount in, and it will tell you if you're on track to owe or get a refund. And more importantly, based on that information, it's only July. We've got less than 6 months, but you've still got plenty of time this year to change some of that. If it says you're going to owe already, then you're going to want to send in some more money, either increase your withholdings or pay more in estimated tax payments. That way you won't get a huge, big tax bill next April. If it looks like you're on track and you've already paid in too much, you can dial that back a bit. It's not a problem to get a small refund. That's what I aim for every year. Perfect in my book would be zero. I owe nothing and I get nothing back. That's an impossible target. There's no way. But a tiny refund or owing a tiny bit, most people would rather get the tiny refund than to owe. So anyway, go to the IRS Withholding Estimator, put in your information, see what it says, and use that to make any changes you need before the end of the year. All right, that's it for this week. Remember, no one's born knowing how to do this, and it is not taught in school. If you're feeling lost and overwhelmed, that's why I'm here to help you. Have a good day.